And such is the life of a content creator, I had to pull over because as I was filming some of my driving, like time-lapse type content, it gave me the warning that my iPhone was full, so I had to go. With payment terminals that are actually turned on. What is going on here? This is cool.
Well, no, I don't speak Norwegian, so...
Oh, and there's UnoX, and there's version 2 Superchargers over here. What the heck? There's just charging everywhere. So then there's another 500 kilowatt. What the heck? What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash and Bethany. And today we are in Bergen, Norway. We're doing another fjord cruise. And then we'll be hitting the road, at least for a little bit later. Trying to find where the fjord cruise is, and I think we got into a... Oh, okay. It's about a 3-hour tour through Bergen's fjord. I don't know the name of this fjord off the top of my head.
I got nothing.
Okay. But we're about to board, and then we will continue on. Well, we finished the boat tour. What did you think?
It was fun. It was raining, but it was different than the last one.
I think I enjoyed the last one more. That one had more like...
I think the last was more intended for you to be up top. This one, I think, was a little more intended to be
just like
in
a boat
the
cruise.
cabin, and then they let you onto the front of the boat pretty often.
Yeah, I think the other one was definitely more engaging. This one was more just like a relaxing boat cruise kind of thing. But we just learned that the new Model Y is available at the Bergen showroom. So we're going to grab some food quick. And then we're headed to Tesla to go check out the new Model Y. That will be a completely separate video that will be up probably weeks before this one, realistically. So if you haven't already checked that out, definitely go check that out. But yeah, let's get some food and then we'll head over to Tesla. Yeah, well, food, coffee, same thing. Kinda. Well, we made it. We survived the rain. It started to come down quite a bit when we left Starbucks because someone needed a mocha because she's a princess.
Because decaf doesn't exist in a lot of places here.
I guess.
I probably won't have more until we're home.
Okay. We've got a half-hour drive. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, roughly. And we are headed to Tesla because we're going to go do a video on the new Model Y performance. Are your glasses dirty? I see. And then we're going to head to Circle K, make a video there on their kind of gas station with charging, more of a recharging station than a gas station at this point. Because there's more charging and car wash and stuff than gas pumps. That'll be a separate video. Probably be up before this. Yeah. Yeah. Bergen's nice. I like Bergen.
I like Bergen.
We'll need to come back and spend more time here. Maybe try to fly directly into here even.
Yeah, I think it would also be a fun city with a child here because they do have like aquariums and museums and lots of like that kind of stuff here. So definitely kid oriented. Probably
It'd be fun to come in the summer, but we need to find a hotel with air conditioning.
Yeah, that would be my stipulation.
Or in the spring. I like the spring in Norway.
Yeah, as long as it's not too hot.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you the route to Tesla. And just for reference, we're at 78% state of charge right now. I don't have the iPad going yet. I'll get that going at some point before we really hit the road to where we're staying tonight. So we're in Bergen city center basically right now. We're going to head a little bit south. And that is where I've been told there is a new Model Y performance sitting on the showroom floor. And William from roaming Norway has already gone and filmed the video there, so I need to film one as well. Look at that Midnight Cherry Model Y coming by. And we're going to head there. Then we'll head to the Circle K, which is along this route. And then we'll be heading out of town, and we're staying in Lærdal Store, something like that, near the Lærdal Tunnel. I am totally butchering these names, but it's okay.
A little bit.
Let's get on the road before it gets too late. Well, we are now at Tesla. Time to do a Model Y video. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. But we'll see you guys when we're hitting the road to Circle K, where I'll do another video that will not be part of this video. Today's just a video content creation day. Well, we just finished up at Tesla. Bethany is reviewing the video right now before I export it, and then it will upload while we shoot at Circle K. Looks like we're about 19 minutes away from there. It is almost 4 o'clock, so definitely getting a little late, but the things I do for you guys, had to edit this video and get it uploaded as soon as possible. And let's get on the road. Looks like 19 minutes to Circle K. Well, and such is the life of a content creator, I have a video uploading here, the Model Y performance video. We are charged up to, let's see, 94% state of charge, so definitely charged quite a bit. I just had it charging while I was shooting the tour of this site, and all that fun stuff. There we've got an electric delivery van, electric bus. Actually, maybe not electric bus. But we have a Pro Ace charging, an OG Ionic, an e-tron. And there you can see ID.3, ID.4, and a Model S just parked, not charging because they don't need to. PZ4X taxi charging. Hand my phone to Bethany so she can hang on to it so I don't lose it. And let's stop charging here. Stop. Oh, authenticate for stop. Interesting. I guess I have to stop it on the car. Let's see if I can do that here with it off, or if I have to turn it on. Stop charging. There we go. And we're at 95% now. 392 kilometers estimated. I guess stopping on the car makes it that it unlocks the charge port for you too. So that's, I guess, kind of nice. And there we go. So there's the charge curve. I mean, topped out at 41 kilowatt. Not exactly surprising, starting at 63% state of charge. We'll shut the door here. Shut the charging flap too. And let's get going. We've got like 3 hours to cover, and it is 5 o'clock in the evening already. I'm sure Bethany will want some real food tonight.
Yes.
Okay. So let's get on the road. Let me get my other iPhone set up with CarPlay, show you guys the route. Let's actually reset the trip here first. So, where is that? There we go. So send start. So that's today, 27 kilometers. We'll reset that. And here you can see the long term with our Bergen driving mixed in. Ooh, that's a nice looking fleet spec ID Buzz without any branding on it. Nice. 890 kilometers driven so far, 50 kilometer per hour average, and 4.3 miles per kilowatt hour average efficiency. So pretty darn efficient. Definitely went down with some of the city driving. And then since charge, that will reset here shortly, I think, once we get going. So let me get CarPlay going. So this is where we're staying, Lærdal Hotel. And I think that's a reasonable route, mostly on the E16. We're going to stop before then anyway, because the video will be uploading. We'll probably stop somewhere in here, but let's get out of Bergen when it's end of day time, and I'll see you guys in a bit. And such is the life of a content creator, I had to pull over because as I was filming some of my driving, like time-lapse type content, it gave me the warning that my iPhone was full. So I had to go through and delete some of the clips from the previous days that I had luckily already moved over to my computer. So not a big deal. I usually just like to leave them on my iPhone until I get home if possible. That way, just in case anything happens, I have them still on the original device. But I guess on a trip like this where it's multiple days of road tripping and probably 30 or 40 hours of content at this point that I've shot already in Norway, it ends up with a lot of footage, even on a 256 gigabyte iPhone. So
the cons of not having the external drive things anymore, or external cards.
of not being able to put in like a memory card. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to be able to put just like a 1 terabyte micro SD into my iPhone, but that is just not reality anymore, unfortunately. It'd be nice if I could buy like some way to do that, but I guess I could just use like a SSD on the back of an iPhone, but not on the 13 Pro that I use for all of this footage. So, back on the road, iPhone is still uploading the Model Y performance video. Turns out that it seems like AT&T is throttling hotspot data, even with their like international day pass. That's basically a use it like you use it at home plan. I think it's like $10 or $12 a day. That I thought I'd be able to use hotspot at full speed, but apparently not. So instead, I airdropped the file that I exported in Final Cut on my Mac to my iPhone to then upload with the YouTube app on my iPhone, instead of using YouTube Studio and like uploading it like I normally would for my computer. So also, we're driving by a Shell and there's a random HYC 300 and a 50 kilowatt FSEC under a little canopy thing at a gas station. So like I've been saying, there's just charging everywhere here. How are your chips? Are they better than in the US?
They're not like as aggressive as salt and vinegar in the US. They're like, they don't make your mouth hurt, which I guess is good and bad, because in the US, when it makes your mouth hurt, you don't eat that many of them.
Can I have one? I want to try this. They're actually edible here. I don't really like salt and vinegar chips usually, but because they're just too acidic, but that's actually pretty good. Anyway, we're continuing on. And look at that, there's charging just in the middle of nowhere at a random gas station thing. Looks like Eviny operates those even up to 360 kilowatt, so great to see. And I have posted my Model Y performance video. We pulled off at a bus stop with beautiful views. And now we're back in a tunnel, as one does in Norway, because there are tunnels just absolutely everywhere.
Literally.
So we're 100 miles away from our hotel. I do need to figure out where. There's like this lookout near Lærdal that someone recommended to us. So I need to figure out where exactly that is. I think it's before the tunnel. Yeah, we're just continuing on. It's currently showing 8:24 ETA to the hotel, which we'll probably end up there closer to 9 if I had to guess. Well, we're pulling through Voss. There's an F-150 Lightning there. Heck yeah, look at that. And we're gonna pull in, check out the charging. There's a tractor just driving. Over here we have some Mare Delta chargers. We have 2 of them there. Looks like there's a queue, maybe? I don't really know. Or those people are just waiting. But there's one. We're charging 2 cars, an e-tron and an MG. One that's not being used. I don't think we can go through there. But we'll go over to the other spot over there, show you guys that infrastructure. It's kind of rainy and gross out, unfortunately. And over here we have recharge at the YX. We're going to the little shack things with chargers in it. I don't know what's in it yet. But it's pretty handy that it just shows on Apple Maps. Oh, and we have version 4 Superchargers. We're going to stop over there. I don't need to charge. I'm still at 73% state of charge, but we'll go over there because I have not seen a CCS2 version 4 Supercharger post in the wild. I have seen one at the Tesla showroom, but here we have ABB Terra 53 and an old school FSEC. Just look at this turning circle on the ID.3. It is crazy. Not crazy enough, I think. I maybe could have made it, but not worth the risk. I did not actually know there was a supercharger here. Look at that Yaris hybrid. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, and we've got a Juniper towing. This is cool. These are also prefabricated supercharger units with the version 4 posts in a pull-through configuration with lights mounted on them. With payment terminals that are actually turned on. What is going on here? This is cool. Bethany, what do you think of my nerding?
It's normal. You're not even looking at me, I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to turn around though so the charge port's in the right spot to actually be able to charge. Because I do want to just plug in for a moment and try out the payment terminal flow. Because I got that flow.
What?
You heard me. My hair's got flow.
You're welcome for that.
Oh. All right, let's try these out. Bethany, I want you to try out this cable too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
But it's raining.
I'm gonna make you get outside.
But it's raining.
It's okay, you'll survive.
You're the one who melts in rain.
Yeah, I don't like rain. Okay, let's try this out. So here we have a QR code for instructions. Let's see where that takes us. And if it works in the rain. Maybe. There we go. Let's see. So I guess this is just general supercharging other EVs info, nothing crazy there. And let's see how these release. So you can't just pull out. So this is actually significantly better in the US than with NACS. So you just kind of put it in and then it hooks. Just like that. So let me open the charge port. I will say that this is much worse than version 3 though. Like these cables are much more awkward. So let's just see the payment flow here. English. So plug in to charge. I am plugged in. Okay, so tap to pay. Let's see if my American Express works on Apple Pay. It does not. Interesting. So now it's doing a retry cycle. Now let's try with Visa. Authorizing. So interesting that it doesn't work with American Express. Okay, thank you, approved. I would hope so. And there we can see our charging rate, duration, all that. There you can see state of charge. You can also hear the cooling kicking on. There's a little info button there. There we go. So there you can actually see the meter information as well. So this is pretty clever, actually. I'm impressed at this level of integration that they've done here. And so here we have the prefabricated supercharger units. So it looks like they did these like plastic polycarbonate plates of some sort. We also have, so the usual max 465 amps, 387 kVA. So these are normal version 3 cabinets. This is a version 3.5 or V3 plus site, as Tesla likes to call it. And then we, of course, have the version 4 posts. Let's see if there's a label here. Nothing noteworthy there. So here we have the transformer. I don't see any labels on here other than that it said Tesla. I am curious if this is a 480 volt transformer. I have a suspicion that it is, because typically Tesla doesn't do a 4-to-1 ratio of dispensers to cabinets unless they're in a 480 volt infrastructure area. So normally you would see a 3-to-1 ratio in areas like Europe where they're on a 400 volt grid. So this is a nice site. Let's see if I can see any other infrastructure around here. Oh, so the site controller's over here. So here we have a payment terminal that's down. Not sure what that says. But here we have the site controller box. And actually, it's really nice how they've done this little channel, if you will, from the supercharger cabinet. So here you can see all the different information and how they mounted it. And then they've got the dual antennas on the top. And then, of course, the light overhead. And looks like these actually, so they ship lowered. So it's below the height of the cabinet. And then they just get extended up once it's on site. Pretty impressive. This is a cool site. And I mean, just look at these views. Absolutely crazy views. And I want to do the Bethany test of the charging cable. It's not raining. Come try out a cable, please. What? Come over here. And try out the cable for me, please. See what you think.
It's heavier.
Then what?
The last one just
Tesla or otherwise?
Tesla.
Okay, now pretend you're plugging it into my hand. What?
It twists better.
Then what?
Most.
Oh, try putting it back. See what you think. Ignore the Dorito crumbs.
Yeah, you should have cleaned me first.
Oh, should I have?
Yeah.
What do you think of the instructions?
The QR code, you mean, or the payment terminal?
Would you know how to start this?
Well, no, I don't speak Norwegian, so there's that issue.
is there.
But I'm pretty sure if I can use the QR code, I can figure it out.
You got an e-Golf.
And I also drive a Tesla, so I'm pretty sure I don't need any of this. Right?
You tell me. Do you need it?
I would hope not. I hope they didn't make it more complicated for my life.
What if they did?
That would be rather rude.
Look at that caravan. That's a cool rig.
What?
Look at that thing. So we've charged $1.50. Yeah, $1.59 or so. So look, that's the idle time.
40 seconds.
Yeah, I don't actually know how you stop charging on here. That's kind of a problem if you have a car that doesn't have an easy way to stop charging. Luckily with the ID.3 it's relatively easy, but not every car is easy, so that's kind of a problem. You would otherwise just have to fully charge. So we'll do stop charging. So now we're done charging. It's showing 0 kilowatt, but it hasn't actually stopped on there yet. I wonder if I can unplug. Nope, it's still locked. It stopped charging, but it hasn't actually stopped charging on the charging station. Let me hit unlock on the key fob for the car. So I just hit unlock. So now we're unplugged. There we go. Let's do get receipt. So apparently this is to get your receipt later. Let me scan this QR code on my other phone. Let's see where this takes us. Put the cable back. Failed to generate charging summary. Love that. Let's try it again, I guess. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got 3.7 kilowatt hour. Let's view the receipt. So, there we have it. Anyway, I'd say that's actually a pretty good experience. And let me get some photos before we take off. Time to get back on the road. Figuring out where we're going. I found a restaurant hotel that I was told we should drive up to get the views. Stalheim Hotel, apparently.
Oh.
Apparently it's pretty, and it's mostly on our way. It's 35 minutes away.
Lovely.
This Tesla Supercharger is very nice. And it looks like they installed it very quickly.
Yeah. There's no canopy.
No.
There's lights though.
Canopies are still not as common here.
I see.
Like, they're more common here than in the US. But that's really only because of gas replacements and less so because of new canopy builds.
I see. It is weird to see a Tesla charger with the payment terminal.
It's nice. It's how it should be.
Yeah, it's still weird though.
And I think they should let Tesla drivers use them if they wish, that if they pay first, that they can pay that way. So if they're renting or borrowing a car or whatever, that they can just pay and still use Superchargers like you could on a different charger.
What? I clearly was not paying attention to what you just said.
Oh, and there's UnoX, and there's version 2 Superchargers over here. What the heck? There's just charging everywhere. No, what I was saying is that they should let Tesla drivers pay via the payment terminal if they want to, instead of forcing them to use plug and charge.
How would that be easier?
No, it wouldn't be easier, but it would give people more options. So, like, if you let a friend borrow your Model Y, which you wouldn't, because then you'd be driving a car that doesn't drive itself for you, but... Am I wrong?
Are you sure, frankly?
Exactly. But if you lent it out to someone, you wouldn't necessarily want them to charge it and bill to your card, or credits in our case, but like they should have the option of, if they want to pay on the spot there, that they can just pay with a credit card and then have it bill them directly.
I see what you're saying. Sure.
I mean, there's no downside to giving people the option.
Yeah, I think from like an owner perspective, like that isn't any easier, but from
an owner wouldn't do that.
Specific scenario, yes, that makes sense. Or like,
well, an owner would just still plug in first.
yeah.
And then they would just get billed to their account. But they should give you the option to authorize first and pay via your card or mobile wallet or whatever, and then plug in and then have it bill that instead of the car.
Yeah.
I did find it very interesting that they don't accept American Express. I expected Tesla, of all places, to actually accept it. I mean, I used AmEx.
AmEx has actually been somewhat usable here versus our last Europe trip where it was not usable in most places.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even tried it most places just because it's not worth the hassle, but I've at least seen the symbol more places here than in Italy, Germany, and other parts of Central Europe that we were in. Anyway, we've got 18 miles, 30 minutes until our next stop.
Yep.
Just a random pull-off. Crazy, crazy views. And then even crazier views with this massive waterfall. That is wild. The amount of energy coming down that waterfall is just wild. Well, I guess we pulled off a little early. There's like a little gift shop kind of thing over there. Oops. Well, we are up in Stalheim, Norway. That is the Stalheim Hotel, which is one of the hotels we considered staying at, and realistically, we probably should have. But then our day changed a little bit with the Tesla release of the new Model Y Performance. And and wanting to film a video at Circle K, but these views are just insane. And I just looked at the map, and it looks like we can go up that way, and it's a really windy, like, dirt road, and then it will actually bypass a tunnel. So that should be a cool drive. Bethany, what do you think of the views?
Crazy.
Are they crazy?
It's fake.
Is it fake? Is it all CGI? Am I just amazing at CGI now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so here's the route. One of the oldest serpentine roads in Norway, 14 sharp ends, slope of up to 20%. One of the steepest roads in the country. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, I'm looking forward to that drive. That should be fun. %, used low gear. Looks like this is now a like bike trail or something. But we're gonna go up that way. Let me get some photos and then we will continue on. But yeah, it looks like there's a walking trail, bike trail kind of thing that you can do. So I misread the map and I went up a little bit, realized that the bike trail is actually the old Serpentine road that bypasses the tunnel, unfortunately. I would have really liked to have taken that route. It actually looked really fun. If there wasn't like a blockade there, like I would have been tempted to just do it, but I wouldn't have also known that it was just a bike trail otherwise.
No, it's not really labeled, I don't think.
No, but so we're going back to the main road and then we'll continue on. There are just crazy views here. And again, a very random small town, and there are charging stations. Lots of them, actually. We've got an Eviny hub here. Let me grab a picture here. I'm not going to get out because it's raining. But that's a nice little hub. They've got Terra 365s, which is actually not that common of a charger. They've got a 200 kilowatt, a 50 kilowatt, and then 5 360 kilowatt chargers. And then maybe there's recharge as well, according to Apple's. Oh, there's more Copla. Or Eviny, I mean. Yeah. So then there's another 500 kilowatt. What the heck? 50 to 500 kilowatt. I've never seen a cable like that. Interesting. I wish it was not raining so hard so that I could go out and check that out closer, but that's cool. And then we also have Tesla Superchargers. Right over here with a crazy view. Like, look at this view. So we've got, let's see, it looks like 12 Tesla Superchargers. Just awesome. And the lights are on and everything. And it's worth noting over here, that's the 500 kilowatt unit. Looks like they're prepared to put in another one here as well. So this is a pretty serious trucking hub, or charging and everything hub in the middle of the mountains. I mean, you can see just the mountains off in the distance. Crazy. I do not think it's possible to truly convey the beauty that is here in Norway. It is just unbelievable. Unless you've been here, you just don't really understand how crazy the scenery is just literally everywhere here. Like, look at the steam over the water and the mountains and the fjords and the trees. And this is just everyday life for people. It blows me away that this is just normal to some people. For those that have been watching the channel for a while, this should be a throwback to you guys. So here we have Eviny stations 150, 200, 50, 360, 150. Some very interesting hardware choices here. Oh, and what is this? Maybe 50 or 180? 180. They cannot make up their mind. And then here you have Tesla Superchargers. And this is where I used Tesla Superchargers on a non-Tesla for the first time ever. And I did that in an Audi e-tron. And then back here, we have a Mercedes just driving without looking. We also have an unattended Circle K gas station pump thing there. That's a lot nicer than I remember it being. And then over here we have Ionity. So it looks like they have 2 of their newer style dispensers and then 4 of their older style dispensers, which is an interesting mix. It looks like they're all tritium dispensers based on it being only tritium hardware there. And looks like all the screens are working, and they actually have Circle K logos on the back, so these must be put in with partnership with the Circle K here. So yeah, interesting. I want to get some pictures of this hardware, and then we're about to head through the Lærdal Tunnel, which is the longest road tunnel in the world. The Lærdal Tunnel is about 27 kilometers long. Bethany, do you want to pull up some stats on it?
No, I don't really.
Will you please pull up some stats on it?
I need to pee.
Oh, here. Hey Siri, ask ChatGPT to tell us about the Lærdal Tunnel. Maybe. Anyway, or hey Siri, ask ChatGPT to tell us about the Lærdal Tunnel. Okay. Anyway, let's flip the camera and so you guys can experience this.
You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever coming on. Boy, you know you're all I want. Keep saying that I hate it, but it's kind of fun. Watching me come undone. No more games. Can't we just say its name? Instead of running away and jumping the gun to play it safe. Let's spend the weekend here in this bed we can sleep in and let the feelings overflow. Useless trying to fight this. Let's just give in and let the feelings overflow. I tried to shake it, find a way to get you off my mind. Really tried to draw that line. But one look from you, I'm praying I could call you mine.
Well, we've arrived at our hotel, Lærdal Hotel. They do have charging here. We're not going to use it. We're at 52% charge. I do need to find a parking spot here. Somewhere, maybe. Maybe right here? That doesn't look like parking. This is a tight parking lot, as most are here. But just look at all the cars. So we've got Model 3, Explorer, XC40, Renault of some sort. What? Oh, a Corolla, BYD. Ooh, a nice 911. All right, let me find a parking spot and then we'll check in with you guys. Here we have the stats from today. 203 kilometers driven at 49 kilometers an hour. So definitely not the fastest. 4.7 miles per kilowatt hour. Awesome efficiency. Long term, so since we got the car, 1,094 kilometers driven and 4.4 miles per kilowatt hour. And since the charge, 107 kilometers. So that was since the Tesla Supercharger at 4.8 miles per kilowatt hour. We are at 52% state of charge. We have 27-ish kilowatt hours left in the pack. There is charging here, but I'm not going to use it. I want a DC fast charge tomorrow. And we just checked into the hotel. Bethany decided to squeeze into the back seat since we're parked kind of close here. And it's cold out. But let's go bring our stuff up to the hotel room and we'll show you that. We're at literally called the Lærdal Hotel. And seems pretty nice. Check-in was weirdly easy. Didn't even ask to see my passport, which is a little weird. But yeah, let's go up to the room and check that out. We made it to the hotel. It's pretty nice, actually. It's 2 twin beds, which is always so strange here. Let's see what our view is. These are odd chairs for a hotel room.
Someone's house.
It'll probably be very pretty in the morning. Yeah. Well, we made it to the hotel. It's decently nice. It's
I
late.
feel like I'm in a college dorm room.
It's like European mountain. Nice-ish.
It's giving college dorm room.
Is it?
Look at the carpet all the way to the tiny little closet. It's giving college dorm. And the leather chairs are a little nicer, but and the twin beds. And desk.
With the backpacks on it. What'd you think of today?
It was not the day we planned.
I meant the road trip more so, but I guess the whole day as a whole. She's a little delirious and a little sleep deprived, I think. It's
Yes.
9:55 at night. We got here like 9:35-ish.
Mm-hmm. We're so very out of whack.
What did you think of today? You didn't answer my question.
I mean, it's pretty.
Can you look at the camera?
No. It was a very pretty drive. There's
There's what?
like, if you are really good at appreciating nature and really enjoy like scenic routes and views and things like that, it is absolutely the drive for you. If you would like to stop and get real food, it is not the drive for you.
I think this is the pregnant Bethany speaking. Prioritizing the food over the the views and the drive and the trip.
You did not feed me dinner.
Yeah, that was bad planning on my part. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make sure you get good breakfast in the morning. Anyway, it was a beautiful drive. Definitely a longer day than we anticipated, but really not that much driving. We just didn't leave Bergen until much later than we anticipated. We were in because we did the boat tour that ended at 1.
I mean, we
It was
were
10
on
to
the
1.
road at 2 after leaving Tesla. So, like,
That was actually not bad timing. And then we
no.
probably spent 35, 40 minutes at Circle K filming and charging.
Yeah. So 3 to... I mean, it was
And then
supposed to
there
be
was
a
traffic.
4-hour drive.
And then there's traffic getting out of Bergen area.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a 3-hour drive.
3.5-ish. Like 3:15, 3.5.
That's probably your doing more than anything.
Yeah, we did a few detours along the way. Stopped and took photos. But yeah, it was a great day. Definitely, if you haven't already, subscribe for part 2. We'll be going from here in Lærdal all the way back to Oslo, returning the rental, adventuring back to the airport. I don't know how much I'll film of that part, but
Probably not. It's going to be a very early morning and neither of us are morning.
well, I meant like getting to the airport area after we return the rental, since we're spending the night at the airport hotel.
It depends on if our 3-hour drive becomes a 12-hour day again.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like button, subscribe button. See you guys on the next one. What? Did I already say that?
No, you just said it very strangely. Like button, subscribe button, what about them?
It's them. They know the drill. It's not their first day on YouTube.
No, but just saying like button, subscribe button sounds like you forgot the rest of your part.
You're delirious, my dear. See you guys on the next one.